Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and KalipokerTV poker replays, so you can go check out the action in some silence. With all that being said, let's hop on into it. We got a 25k from the recent WCOOP 2024. We got Fish starting things off with a couple of 10s. We got Ace Spades. We got Lena, Davy Jones, Natrum, Jesper, LaQuendon, Celowan, and Linus Love. Now this is a super stacked final table. I always say they're stacked, but this one's on a whole nother level here. Got Lena, Linus Love, Davy Jones, Fish. Oh my. And then the other players too. LaQuendon, Ace of Spades, Natrum, Jesper. I'm familiar with all of them. Celowan, a big fan too. Boppity Boo, that's everybody's name twice. Get an Ace 8-5 flop. Davy Jones with a couple of 6s. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Are we done on the flop here? That's a small bet, 1.4 blinds into 6.6. We might come along to the turn here. Whoa, what? Davy Jones says let's raise? Of all the options, who's expecting that? And the 10s hit the muck. What a play by Davy to get this show going. So, another thing to note, we're not in the money. That's cool. Linus Love with a couple of aces, Fish with a couple of queens, Natrum with a 10-9 suited. Don't dunk it in. Don't you dare do it. Good stuff. We'll see this blind on blind action. So 3, 6, 9. We've got 9 players. 7 make the money, 62,000. Then we got 450k for the winner. Most importantly, the title, as Linus is going to start things off with the big ol' raise, 3.5 blinds. Fish with those queens. Are we going to keep the pot small? Play call. Queen goes for the raise to 8.5 blinds. Fish is in some real trouble here. Like, we're not surprised to see the 3-bet pre. No surprises there. Just sucks that Linus has the aces. They might click it back. Like 15 blinds or 16 blinds or something silly. Like, I don't think they just rip it in here. 14.5 blinds. There's the click back. And then I think Fish plays call, right? I don't know if we just rip it in here. We did not want to see the 5-bet. Or the 4th bet, sorry. There's the call. Ace high board. Oh, Fish is going to be able to escape. Ace 10 2. 2 hearts out there. Fish does have backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. We're going to have to call a small bet if it comes in. And Linus might even check over top set. So maybe we're off to the turn for free. No, it is a 4.5 blind bet. And now can Fish just fold here? What a weird spot. 7 on the turn. No spade, or no heart, sorry. No king or jack, no queen. So I think Fish is done with the pot now. Linus could very well give him a free river. Do we bet like 6 blinds? What do we do, Linus? Linus will check it on over. Boppity boo. Fish doesn't have a good reason to bet. Just don't put a queen out there, dealer. 10 of clubs. So the heart draw misses, straight draws miss. Linus could still have random old ace 5 suited, ace 4 suited, potentially as low as ace 3 suited if they're super aggressive. So Fish is just like done with this. Linus, I think we rip it in, right? 26 blinds into 40. I don't think we pick a smaller size, but it does make sense that they're using their time bank here. Just make it look like they have a decision. Interesting. Linus bets 10 blinds. What a play by Linus, because they're just thinking this one out. It's like, if you have a 10, you'll jam. Hopefully. Maybe not. If you have an ace, you're going to call. And they're trying to get the call from the kings and queens as well. Fish finds the fold. Nicely done. We're moving along. That hand took a while, but it was very interesting. As Natrum has a king and it, or that's not a king. Holy moly, my eyes are just broken here today. Natrum folds the queen 9 suited. Celowan with a king and a 9 will raise and take it down pre. King 8 suited for Lequended with 121 blind stack. Certainly going to come in for the open here. King Jack for fish. Just lands on the fold option. Lequended gets one through pre. King 5 suited for Linus. I think this is going to be an open. Davy Jones in the big with a 3 and a 10 of the same suit. Oh, ace of spades with the ace of spades when they're holding. Finds the fold on the button. Davy in the big. They had that nice raise on the flop versus Fish's 10s earlier. With a couple of 6s to scare Fish off the pot. We get a King Jack 8 flop. Linus with the toppest of pairs. Davy with nothing. Backdoor straight draws, I guess. Even facing the 1.75 blind bet. Davy will swiftly fold. Not much doing here. Davy with a 4 and a 7 in the small. We'll see if they elect to put some pressure on Natrum. They are going to go for the small raise. Natrum's a strong player, and they'll know Davy's going to do this quite aggressively. Queen 10, oh, playable. I don't think we jam here. I think we just call, right? Call or fold? What do we do, Natrum? If they do rip it in, that'd be a ballsy-ass play as we get a 9-5-5 flop. Backdoor straight draws for Davy. Backdoor straight draw for Natrum. Davy bets a blind. Natrum, I don't know if we're done with the pot. 2 overs? We certainly want to call, but being on the final table here, I think we just have to preserve our chips. And Natrum lets the Queen 10 go. King Jack for Lequenda and Boppity Boo will raise it on up under the gun. Jesper in the big with a 10 and a 9. Sitting there with 22 blinds behind, I think we fold. Jesper is certainly capable of playing post flop here, but we're in a weird spot. 22 blinds. We got Celowan with 29, Fish with 26. Certainly we can look for a better spot. Natrum with 7.5. There's some bodies that could bust, so Jesper could sneak in the money if they wait patiently. His Linus opens up the 6s. I think this will get through pre for them. Lequendon with 7-4 in the big blind. We'll see if they come along to the flop with all those chips. Jesper has their eyes away from the screen. They do find the fold. There we go. Ace and a 4 for Lena. King Jack for ace of spades. That hits the muck. Lena will go for the open. And Celowan in the big with a 4 and a 5. Just preserves their chips and folds. Blinds go up. Ace 8 for Lena will just fold. Lequendon with a 7 and a 4 on the button. We'll see if they open it up. Celowan with Queen 7 suited in this small. It's got a little bit of playability. I think we limp it in. We'll see if Celowan thinks differently. No, limp comes in. Linus with 9-7 suited. Could raise, could just go play post flop. Up to them. It does make a lot of sense to start raising right here and now, as Celowan is not going to be able to call, I don't think. Ace 5 2 flop. Linus with the flush draw. Celowan with the backdoor flush draw. Both players with some straight draws. Backdoor, of course. Wait, Celowan doesn't have a backdoor straight draw. Sorry, my bad. My bad. 3-4 is a made straight on the... 3-4 is a straight on the board. That's what I'm trying to say. Celowan sees a 1 big blind bet. We'll play call jack on the turn. Nice to see Celowan check call on the flop there. Linus might continue to tell the story of having a strong holding. Do we just check back and realize our equity? Linus says, no, we'll just bet pot and take it down. Now, if Celowan can find a call on the turn here, that would be one hell of a happening. But they think about it for a couple seconds and then they fold. Ace 4 for Natrum. I don't think they're going to take the spot with 6 blinds, but I suppose they could. Jesper with jack and a king. 18 blinds might fold as well. Natrum takes the spot. Nice. King queen for Linus. I don't know what we do here. Do we just fold? Do we really want to call? What do we do, Linus? Linus goes for the raise option. Interesting. Linus has the straight draw, backdoor flush draw. They don't hit anything on the turn. 4 on the rivers, 2 pair for Natrum. And they're up to 14 blinds, so it's a good thing they took that spot there, as I would have been a pussy and folded. King 8 suited for Jesper. Might hit the muck. Let's see if they go for the open, though. They're thinking about it here. Min open could come in. Jesper passes. 5-7 for Linus with the big stack. We'll raise the button. Fish with an ace and a 10 in the small. If fish rips, they'll take it down pre, of course. Scoop the 4.6 in the middle. Ace 10's got some playability. Fish says we'll just rip it in and take it down, though. 10-10 for Celowan. They'll raise it on up. Lena in the big with an ace and a 2. I wonder if we want a 3-bet here. Lena's going to think about it for a second. And I think we're going to play call. There's the 3-bet. Love to see it. 5.5 blinds. Now, does Celowan rip it in like I would? Or does Celowan play... No, they rip it in. Like, we're not going to play this post-flop. We'll just rip and take it down pre. They're up to 28 blinds. 8-10 suited for LeQuendon. We'll raise and take it down pre. Ace 10 suited for LeQuendon. We'll raise queen for Davy in the small. Uh-oh. So 3-bet might come in here. What size do we go, Davy? Like 8 blinds? They play call. Okay, interesting. 50 blinds deep with LeQuendon. Natrum in the big with a 4 and a 3 of the same suit might be enticed to come along. 1 blind into what would be a pot of 7. Natrum says, let's go to the flop. 8-6-6. No diamonds for LeQuendon, but a backdoor straight draw. Natrum as well. Backdoor straight draw. There's a backdoor flush draw in there too. But the queens are sitting pretty. 2.5 blind bet. Oh wait, 2.25 blind bet. What did I say? Who knows? Anyways. Davy Jones with those queens plays call. Natrum will get out of the way. 9 of clubs on the turn. Interesting. So LeQuendon can smack an ace or a 7. Make a straight on the river. Davy Jones is thinking about a lead here. Whoa. They're in the tank. They're going to click the raise button and lead out the turn. 2.49 blinds. Are they just in LeQuendon's head? Do they know exactly what LeQuendon has? Wowie wee wah. Now, can you imagine if LeQuendon raises? They just say, no, fuck it. Davy Jones knows what's up. They fold on the turn. Interesting lead by Davy. Queen 10 for Linus. They'll raise it on up from early position. Middle position? Somewhere right around there. Fish with the ace and the jack. Fish raises the 5 blinds. 3 more to call, but the Queen 10-0 is probably going to hit the muck here. What if Linus clicks it back? Whoa. No, Linus is reasonable. They just fold. 9-10 suited for Natrum. A couple of aces for Jesper. I'm afraid Natrum's gone to Alonso. They're going to need some help here. We could always just min-raise, right? Hopefully Natrum thinks about this. No, they rip it in. Dang it. I was going to say, hopefully Natrum thinks long about this one and clicks the min-raise button, but they rip it all in, expecting to take the blinds down often. LeQuendon folds one of his outs. Oh, bad flop. Good turn, Jack. Oof. Nope, Natrum's gone to Alonso. I mean, the Queen's only a good turn because at least Natrum had a few outs going to the river instead of just being completely dead, so a diamond would have been cooler, but whatever. So we're 1 off to the money. Ace of spades with ace 4 suited will raise it on up. Davy Jones with king queen. Oh, do we 3-bet here? No, they land on the call option. Interesting. Jesper folds king queen. LeQuendon folds an ace. Ace jack 8 flop. So Davy with his straight draw to the 10. Ace of spades with the toppest of pairs. Not the best kicker. So they do land on the check option. Davy thinking things through. Do we bet small here? Davy says, no, we'll go to the turn for free. 9 of spades. Davy still got that straight draw to the 10. Ace of spades says that 9's a scary card. Maybe we'll put in a bet ski. 3 blinds to go. Is Davy priced out now? They are. Davy folds. Ooh, we'll quickly skip ahead. Doopity doo 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 doo. Queen 4. I don't know why I thought ace of spades was going to raise that. They got 30 blinds. Brendan smarten up. 6-10-0 for LeQuendon will raise the button. Linus in the big with an 8 and a 10. I think we're going to the flop here. Yeah, Linus finds the call. Ace 6-4 flop. Middle pair for LeQuendon. Backdoor straight draw for Linus. 7 on the turn. Juicy card. Now we got a 5 or a 9 for a straight for Linus. And an 8 also gets the job done. Oh, and would you look at that, I even forgot about clubs. LeQuendon just got a pair of 6s here. If Linus leads out, does LeQuendon fold? Oh, that's a small bet. Okay, maybe not that. I think we're off to the river here. Oh, LeQuendon does just find the fold on the turn. Nicely done by Linus. 8-7 suited for Davy. King queen suited for Jesper. A couple playable holdings here. Gonna see a raise, potentially a 3-bet. Potentially just a call from Jesper as well. They can't fold though. 30 blinds. How do we want to go about this? Make it 5.5. 5.63 is the option Jesper elects to go with. And Davy is in a weird spot with 8-7 suited where they're getting a fair price. They'll be out of position. It's 8 high, they might just fold. Bingo bongo, they're moving along. Ace-6 suited for Jesper. If they raise, they might take this down pre. Otherwise, we got a Celowan with a suited king who folds the cutoff. Ace of spades in the big with 9-7. Oh, we'll just find the fold. 8-8 for Jesper. They'll be back in there. Fish with a king 10-0 on the button. I don't think we play call. We could always 3-bet though. Fish says no, I'll swiftly fold. And Jesper will get another one through pre. Not much doing here. Fish with an ace and a 6. From the cutoff, we'll fold. Ace of spades with a queen and a 10 will raise. Davey in the big with a king and an 8. Do we play 3-bet? We are only 28 blinds deep, but if this is a 3-betting spot, Davey will find it. They say, no, Brendan. This is a call. 9-7-4 flop. Backdoor straight draw for ace of spades. Backdoor straight draws for Davey. 5 blinds in the middle. King high still good. Ace of spades tinking it over. Queen 10 without a heart will bet 2.2 blinds. And Davey swiftly folds. Ace 10 for LeQuendon will raise under the gun. Davey with a king and a 6 will fold the small. Jack for Lena. 5-5 for Davey. Get a raise and I think a call. Don't think Davey 3-bets. And I don't think they fold either. 35 blinds deep. LeQuendon in the big with a 6 and a 10. Yeah, we're going to get a fair price there. 1.2 into what would be 8.1 or something like this. LeQuendon does find the fold. 10-5-4 flop. So Davey with that set of 5s. Lena with the overpaired jacks. LeQuendon would have been in there with the toppest of pairs too. Kind of funny, but action flop, you know. Sometimes poker stars just sets people up. And this time it's Lena. 2.2 blinds is the bet. Davey thinking about a raise here. I'm afraid for Lena. Davey goes for the smallest of raises here. Makes it less than 5 blinds to go, but effectively 5. And then Lena just plays call, hoping for a jack on their turn. We have 6 of diamonds, so the rainbow has been complete. Just under 17 blinds in the middle. 28 behind. Can Davey get them all in there? I don't know. We're going to find out real shortly. I am worried for Lena. Because I think I play call once more at least. 7-8 made a straight, which really sucks. Queen on the river. An overcard to the jacks. There was no flush draw. Davey in position on the flops. He's a 2.2 big blind bet and raises it to just under 5 blinds. 29 in the middle now. Lena with 22. Davey will stick it all in. Does Lena snap call? I would imagine Lena's already made up their mind, you know? I don't know if they're going to take too long here. I don't think they're going to use up their whole time bank with this decision. 170 seconds. You know what? Maybe I'm too much of a Lena fanboy. Is there in the tank here? I would have expected a decision. They do find the call, no surprises. I thought it would have been a snap call if Lena was going to call. I just thought Lena knew what they were doing the whole time. So it's just one of those spots where Lena says, you know what? If I'm going to go busto, I'm going to go busto. Lena's out in 8th. So we're in the money. That's cool to note. Fish with an ace and an 8. Ace 8 raises. Where are you, the low jack? Davy Jones in the small with a jack and a 9. So we did get a seat change, didn't we? That's cool to note. A lot of things are cool to note as Davy Jones is thinking things through. Ace of spades with a couple of 5s in the big. Davy might come in for the 3-bet here. No. 6-3 2 flop. Straight draw for ace of spades, and the 5s are still good. Fish might take a stab. 1.3 blinds, there it is. Ace of spades will come along to the turn. I don't know if we're check raising. We could raise to protect our equity here. That would be interesting to see. What size would we make it? Like 3.8? 4 blinds? Ace of spades says we're just going to call. Let's see a 6 on the turn. Ace of spades leads on out for 2 blinds. And fish says I wish I had a flush draw or something. A straight draw would have been cool. I got a couple overcards on a paired board. Probably going to fold. Nope, fish says we're off to the river with the ace high. 7 of hearts, so the flush draw misses. 5-4 was a flop straight. About 12 blinds in the middle, ace of spades checks. What do we do here, fish? Do you think a bet gets 5s to fold? It'd have to be a big betski. Fish says we'll just check it down, and ace of spades takes a nice pot. Ace 9 for LeQuendon. They're going to raise it on up. Get it on through pre-flop. King 9 suited for Davy. 10-10 for fish. Celowan with a queen and a 10 will fold. King 9 from the cutoff will raise it on up. 10-10 might rip it in, and Davy will fold. It would be cool to see a small 3-bet here from fish. Like, what size do we make it? Like 6 blinds? 5.8? What do we do, fish? Nah, fish just rips it in. Very reasonable play with the 10 and the 10. Davy will fold. King 9 for Davy. Once again, offsuit, 1 seed over. Will still come in for the open. Looks like there's no playable holdings. 9-5 off for Linus in the big. Says, yeah, let's just fold this shit. Ooh, King for LeQuendon. Sees a whole bunch of folds. Uh-oh, he's getting a walk. Linus in the small blind will fold. Ace 9 suited for LeQuendon. Queen 8 suited for Davy. Davy comes in for the open under the gun. King Jack for Linus on the button. I don't know if we're 3-betting here. We always could stick it in though. Might just be a swift fold. There it is. Lena plays call from the small. 6-9 suited for Celowan, and the big will come along to the King Jack 9 flop. So Davy flops a flush. Both LeQuendon and Celowan with the bottomest of pairs don't really care. No, they don't. They really don't. 6 on the turn. So Celowan has some boat outs. That's kind of cool. I don't think Celowan bets. Davy might stick in a little betski here. What are we trying to get called by the 10 of spades specifically? 7 of spades? Interesting. We gotta bet pretty small then. Davy bets 2 blinds. Celowan with the 2 pairs. We'll see if they come along to the river. There's 20 behind if they do find the call. 21 almost. Queen of hearts. So a one-liner to a 10. Celowan with the 2 pairs has the check fold. Davy with the second nards is going to think about it. What size do we bet here? I think we have to bet small again. Like 6 blinds less? A little bit less, like 5.7? Why do we bet, Davy? Do we just go large? Try to get called by the 10 of spades specifically? 5.5 is the size. I think Celowan can fold now. There's 4 spades out there. We got 2 pairs. We don't expect 2 pairs to be betting on the river here like a king, queen, king, jack. This is going to be a spade or better probably. Celowan does fold the 2 pairs, looking to boat up on the river, doesn't get there. But they do get an ace and a king here. Davy in the big with an ace and a 9. We could see some fireworks if it's blind on blind. If Linus goes for the open, that changes everything. But instead, it is the blind on blind battle. Celowan completely dominates Davy here. Ace 9 is playable. Sometimes we just want to get the chips all in pre, though. Hopefully Davy just plays call. Would be cool to see Celowan pick up a big stack, but there's the all-in, no surprises. Quick call from Celowan. Ace on the flop. Any diamonds? Uh-oh. No, that wouldn't have helped him. Celowan with the ace of diamonds. Davy doubles up Celowan. Nicely done from them. Wait around patiently. Now you got 42 blinds. You're in the money. You got a great spot. 9-10 suited for LeQuendon will raise. Ace of spades in the big with a jack and a 7 will fold. Ace king for Jesper. Ace king for LeQuendon. 10-7 suited for Davy is probably folding on the button. Get a raise from LeQuendon. Folds around to Jesper. Now, do we 3-bet all in or do we 3-bet non-all in? 34 blinds? That looks a little bit too many to be ripping it in. Do we make it like 8? Jesper says 8.5. LeQuendon will rip it all in. Jesper will call. And we'll see 5 cards. Likely chop it on up. Whoa, I like this too. 4-bet non-all in. To 15 blinds. Fun pre-flop boards. We'll eventually get it all in for 70 blinds and nobody's making a flush. So we're chopping it up. How boring. Jack 9 for Davy. On the the cutoff. We'll buy the button pre-flop. Jesper with a 7 and a 4 in the small. Suited and booted will fold. Fish in the big with a 10 and an 8. We're in last place. Do we want to defend the big here? I would like to see them defend it. Davy's going to be opening a whole lot of hands. 10-8's got playability. Fish says it's probably best to preserve our chips. 5-5 for LeQuendon will raise under the gun. Ace 9 for Linus in the big. We'll eventually get around to Linus, who I think plays call. We don't want a 3-bet here against LeQuendon, I don't think. Although the 3-bet might get through pre. Linus in the tank. Oh, a 3-bet may be coming in here. If it's too small, LeQuendon might call. Whoa, Linus folds ace 9-0 pre against LeQuendon's raise under the gun. Was anybody expecting that? Not me. I am not in these guys' head at all. Holy moly. They're on another level. 6-5 for LeQuendon. Gets a walk. Rip blinds go up. Queen Jack suited for Fish. 9-9 for LeQuendon. Get a raise, a 3-bet all in. A bunch of folds, I think. Fish could always just rip it in here for 17.5 blinds. The queen jack suited's playable. We want to have an opening range, so queen jack suited may as well be stuck in there. LaQuendon jams. And fish folds. Queen and a queen for Davey, waiting patiently in the big. Ace 5 suited for ace of spades. Ace queen for Jesper. 10-10 for fish. Somebody's set up here. Ace 5 will go for the open. Celowan with an ace in the small as well. So Jesper doesn't even have any. They have one out as they go for a 3-bet here. Fish will 4-bet all in, I think. Nope, I'm just wrong. Fish says I'm going to avoid the danger here. Raise under the gun. 3-bet under the gun +1. Fish folds the 10s. Celowan folds ace 5. Now the thing is, what happens from this point out? Does Davey rip? Do we make it like 10 blinds? Davey is going to teach us the thing. They go all in. Ace of spades will get out of the way. And Jesper swiftly folds as well. So what looked to be a horrific situation for fish was actually avoided by the Jesper 3-bet, which is interesting. Now we get a LaQuendon open with the ace and the 3. Davey with a 5 and a 5 will play call once again. Look to flop another set. Instead we get a king 7-2 flop. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw for LaQuendon. Davey Jones with that pair of 5s from the small sees a 2-blind bet. Davey plays call, 10 of hearts on the turn. So both players with a heart draw, that's interesting to note. But I think LaQuendon slows down now, 10 blinds in the middle. Just kidding, LaQuendon will bet 7.5. Surely Davey Jones finds the fold now. Yep, Davey's gone to Alonzo from that hand. Nice little steal there by LaQuendon. Ace 7 suited for Linus. Ace king for Jesper in the big blind. LaQuendon with a king and an 8 of the same suit. Raise. Could see a 3-bet. I don't know if LaQuendon's calling here, so they do land on the fold instead of 3-bet. That's cool. Jesper with that ace and the king. 21 blinds behind with 1 in the middle. We'll see if they go for the non-all-in 3-bet or just rip it in. Make their life easy. Rip it in. Yep. And Linus swiftly folds. Ace king suited this time for Linus, but no playable holdings for the other players. We'll get another raise from Linus and a take it down pre. Queen 8 off for Davey. Would that ever 3-bet here? It would be wide. It would be very interesting. Would at least make this hand interesting, but instead Davey just folds. Not much doing there. Queen jack suited for LaQuendon. Celowan with an ace and a 10 will fold under the gun +1. Or from the low jack. Linus with a queen and a jack as well. Is suited as well. Are we going to 3-bet here? Can't fold. King 7-6 flop. Ace 9 hits the muck for Linus earlier. 3 in a row for both players. LaQuendon bets 3 blinds. I think they're going to steal this one away at some point. Right on the flop. There you go. LaQuendon's got it. Ace 9 for ace of spades. I don't know if we're going for the open. Nah, Davey won't even give us the opportunity. King 7 suited will raise. Jesper with the king 10 suited. With 24 blinds. We might be folding. It's about $25,000 for the ladder. So that's something to think about. It's only one buy-in. So Jesper might be a little bit less inclined to 3-bet there with the king 10 suited. They didn't have to rip it in. They could have went for some smaller sizing, which would have been very interesting. But Davey Jones will just raise and take it down pre. E7-0 for Davey. We'll fold ace king for Linus. Ace of spades with a couple of 5s. Fives will come in for the open, right? No, they don't. Nice, okay. Ace of spades says I'll just preserve my chips. 23 blinds. Hopefully fish busts. Hopefully Jesper or Celowan sees it cooler. Then maybe ace of spades makes, you know, a little under 100 grand. Something like 90, 80. Somewhere around there. Whatever the math is, it doesn't really matter. Ace of spades just passes on the spot. And 22 blinds, 23 blinds for ace of spades. You don't necessarily really want to be playing those pocket pairs. It's not as fun. It's not like you've got 40 blinds. A Quentin with a queen and an 8 will raise and take it down pre. 8 jack for Jones in the small. Will eventually fold it. Oh, Celowan will raise the a7. Oh, there we go. King 9 for ace of spades in the big. 8 jack does come in for some 3 bets every once in a while. I don't know if this is one of the spots, but Davey will teach us. They say fold. King 9 for ace of spades. I think we defend the big with 22 blinds, but we might be preserving our chips. So we might just fold. As we saw Linus lay down the ace 9 earlier. Ace of spades says I will defend my big. As this is a button open instead of an under the gun open. King 6 5 flop goes check check 5 on the turn. So Celowan might represent the 5. Got the 7 of clubs, which is an interesting card, but it might only be interesting on certain rivers. We do see a bet from ace of spades, 2.3 blinds, and I think Celowan might just be done with this one. Could always call. There's plenty of straight draws and flush draws that you're ahead of, and even dominating. But river's going to be very difficult for Celowan in position, so they just fold. Ace and a 10 for Celowan. Another raise coming in. Jack 10 for Jesper in the big. Jesper plays call. Ace king 7 flop. So you got straight draw for Jesper, backdoor flush draw, and then Celowan with the toppest of pairs bets 2.5 blinds. A little bit less than half pot. What do we do, Jesper? They land on the call option, 6 of clubs. Would have been cool to see like an 8 or a 9. Give Jesper a few more straight outs. Would have been cool to see a spade. 6 of clubs is none of that. Celowan will bet large 6.8 blinds and take it down. That was an interesting sizing as Jesper only had 19 behind. So it would have put a weird sizing there on the river. As we move along, Linus has an ace and a queen. Davey with the king queen suited.
Whoops.
Oh,
sorry.
What's up?
I was just... Oh, were you commentating and I just screwed it up?
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're making a little, say hello.
Hello!
There we go. You're fixing the situation there.
Sorry, I should have asked first.
No, that's totally fine.
Catch you later. Can I watch?
Yeah, you could watch if you want
Sure.
to. So what happened? We'll back it up. So Linus goes for the open. Davy Jones with the king queen suited. Can play call or 3-bet. They land on the call option. Jack 3 2 flop. Linus with 2 overs. Backdoor straight draw. Backdoor flush draw. Davy with 3 in a row. Boppity boo. I wonder if Linus goes for a small bet ski here, or if they're just going to check it on over to Davy. Give them a chance to steal the pot away. With the king queen, Davy might just want to see a free card. There's no spades out there for him. He says, no, we're going to bet 2.7 blinds. Put some pressure on some ace queen, ace kings, ace 10. What does that do? Might land on the call option, so Davy might have to fire away a couple barrels. There we go. Nice little steal by Davy. Linus is Gonzo Alonzo with the ace high. Ace 10 for LeQuentin will raise under the gun. Davy with a king and an 8 won't 3-bet. but it would be cool to see. Linus in the big with a king and a jack. This one's certainly playable. So I think they're going to find the call. Ace 9 earlier, they find the fold. I'm still thinking about it. King jack, thinking things through. Lands on the call. Ace 6 5 flop. So Linus has got the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw going on. They get a free turn. King of clubs. Don't think we're in love with this. Don't think we lead out, but it would be cool to see for something super small. Linus says, no, we're checking. Surely LeQuinden puts in a bet now. 3.8 blinds, that's a big bet. You would have expected the flush draws to bet on the flop. Ace high board's good news for LeQuinden. It's very interesting that he checked it back. Oh, what do we do, Linus? Are we just going to fold? There we go, nicely done by Linus, escaping danger. Guess I'll fold around on Linus with the ace and the 8. I think we're going to be playing a limping strategy. LeQuinden with 9-7. Oh, with the big stack, could always raise. Boo, bitty boo. You got any comments?
No, I was just... It's different than when I'm watching you play.
Yeah. King 8-6 flop. This is good for learning.
Yes.
Because you just get to see what all the good players do with their holdings. And you get to see all the cards.
Well, that's what I was thinking, is it's different when I'm watching you play because you don't know what everybody else is doing, so it gets a bit more of the strategy going on.
Yeah.
I still only stand half of what you're saying.
LeQuinden had an open-ended straight draw on the 3 flush board, and they bet and take it on down. Fish with a couple of 9s. I think we rip it in and then Celowan with the king and the queen and the big. I don't know what to do. It's about 11 blinds. Fish effectively rips it in. Celowan says, we're priced in, let's go. King or queen dealer, king on the flop. Any 9s? Nope, fish is gonzo Alonzo. Nothing you can do there. So fish gets 62,000 grand. Whoa, 62,000 grand? That's stupid. 62 grand. LeQuinden with an ace and an ace will raise. Davey with the 6 and the 8 and the big.
And he's thinking?
Oh yeah, we might come along to the flop. So the thing is, Davey is a cash game player.
Okay.
So what that means is they just basically know a lot of the math.
Okay.
And they play basically just like, I want to win chips. Is how they seemingly play. It's like, give me all the chips. I'll just make all the mathematical decisions. Okay. I don't care about waiting for a ladder.
Right.
For more money. It's like I'm playing for first place. Which is cool to see. Queen 6 for Linus will fold, but it looks like one of the most playable holdings here. Just a bunch of bullshit. Jesper gets a walk. Jack 10 suited for Davey. Sees an open from LeQuinden. 3 bets coming in here, isn't it? Nah, Davey plays call. Keeping the pot small. Queen 5-2 flop. LeQuinden with the backdoor straight draw. We'll check it on over. Davey with 3 in a row. It would be cool to see Davey just pick off this pot here. It's only 6 blinds, but still would be cool. As we see an ace on the turn. LeQuinden's got no reason to bet, but they got 8 high, so it might come in. Davey gets another free card if they want it. Just can't imagine LeQuinden's going to show down 8 high here. He is just going to check fold. He just says, I'm going to go for the little open. Davey plays call from the cutoff. And then LeQuendon says, I'm just not going to put in any bet skis. So get a walk with an ace and a 10. 8-10 suited for Davey. King 10 suited for LeQuendon. Get a raise under the gun. LeQuendon could 3-bet here with the big stack. They say no 3-betting. We're just playing call. Celowan completes the big with 7-5 suited, 9-5 3-flop. Celowan with the middle pair. LeQuendon with 2 overs, backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw, bets 2 blinds. 8-10 for Davey has 3 in a row. No clubs out there for him. Probably didn't want to see the lead. It's rather small though, so they can think about playing call. Yeah, we're just going to swiftly fold. Ooh, a couple of queens. LeQuendon with a 3 and a 5 will raise from the button.
Why?
It's suited and booted.
I would have folded that.
Yeah, so he's got this big stack. So he's got 111 big blinds.
Yeah.
And then he can just put pressure on everybody.
Gotcha.
So we could see something really silly, like a raise here with the queen, and then LeQuendon could have went for a 4-bet. Like, you could see some silly stuff on these final tables.
Okay, gotcha.
Because, like, everybody's just trying to put pressure on people.
Everybody's just aggressive.
Yep. So it's like, it doesn't always come in, but every once in a while you see it. But anyways, LeQuendon swiftly folded the 3-5 suited. They're going to flop a set here. Linus with the Jake, and the Jake sees 1 over card. Got the backdoor flush draw. I don't know if they want to bet, and if they do, they'll bet small. They go for the check. LeQuendon bets 2 blinds. Linus has shown the willingness just to get out of the way here. Let LeQuendon have a pot here and there. Pick a better spot. They say I can't do it this time. 4 on the turn. LeQuendon, what do we bet here? Like, want to size up a river jam, so we have to bet at least 6 blinds?
7.
7 is a good number too. Now the thing is, Linus, I think we can fold at some point. 5-7 makes it straight. Flush draws are still out there, but Linus does escape with the jacks, with the jack of spades, as we want our opponent to have that. Ace-4 for Linus will just fold under the gun. LeQuendon's right back in there with the queen 10 suited. Jesper with the 9-8.
He's thinking?
I think he's going to fold. Yeah.
I just don't understand why that would take time.
I always imagine sometimes their eyes are just away from the screen.
Yeah, okay.
Talking to a buddy or something. Celowan with the queen 8 suited will raise. Ace 9 suited for Davey plays call. It's super interesting how Davey isn't electing to go for many 3-bets. And they're just taking these hands post-flop. Jack 4-2. 1 club for Davey. Backdoor straight draws. Or only 1 backdoor straight draw. Celowan with a backdoor straight draw. 2 of spades on the turn. Celowan has been snug, so it'd be fun to see them steal the 6 blinds in the middle here. Celowan says, I'm going to play reasonably. Queen 8 of hearts. Just not the holding to be bluffing with. 6 on the river. Do it, Celowan. Come in.
Oh, I didn't know where you were.
I just interrupted this game.
Small bet by Celowan. Davey thinking about a call here with the ace high. That's pretty sweet. It's a super small bet, only 1.4 blinds. Davey is just going to lay it down. $10-7 suited for LeQuendon, just folds. 10 jack for Davy, ace 8 for ace of spades. But once again, it's the ace of spades for ace of spades. They see the open from Davy and they'll fold. Ace jack for Celowan in the big. I think we're playing call. We get a call from the small from LaQuendon's queen 8 suited. Ace 6-6 flop. So LaQuendon's going to be done with this. Celowan with the top as the pairs and a fair kicker. Davy with backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. We might go for a little bet. Davy says, no, we'll just see a return card. 5 of diamonds, so no help for Davy. Celowan doesn't look like they're going to get any value here. Are they concerned about a 6? Like LaQuendon could always have some sort of 6-7, 6-5 suited. 6-9 suited potentially. Celowan bets on the turn and takes it down. Rather boring pot. Ace 9 for Jesper. 16 blinds. I'd like to see them go for the open and take it down, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Davy with the ace 5 in the big might play call anyways. Jesper does give it a shot here. A little bit more than a min open. Davy plays call. Queen 8-2 flop. 2 hearts out there for Davy. Jesper bets a blind. So backdoor straight draw for Davy. Backdoor heart draw. Ace high. 1 blind bet from Jesper, who's been snug. Hard to play call here, if we're being honest. Davy says we'll go for the small check raise and get ace 9 off the pot. Very nicely done. That was just a bully maneuver right there. Ace 10 for Davy. We'll rip and take it down pre. Right? Or do we play like a 2.5 blind opening range? Davy says 3 blinds, in fact. And they still take it down pre. Don't know why I thought Davy was going to rip. They could just play raise. Jack 10 for LaQuendon will raise Jesper with a king and a 3 in the big blind. They play call, ace 8, 5 flop. Flop goes check, bet, fold, and we're swiftly moving along. King 8 suited for ace of spades. Won't get the chance to raise from the button. LaQuendon with the ace and the king raises under the gun and takes it down pre. Not much doing here. Linus in the small with a 10 and a 2. LaQuendon in the big with 120 blinds. Easy fold for Linus. Jack 7 for LaQuendon. They'll raise 3.5 blinds. Celowan swiftly folds. 7-3 for LaQuendon will raise. Davy in the big with the 4 and a 3 will fold the big blind. Boppity boppity boo. King for Jesper. Ace 4 suited for Linus. We get a min raise. I don't think Linus is inclined to 3-bet here. At 23 blinds. Jesper shouldn't be doing this too wide. The min raise gets through, sorry. Ace 7 for LaQuendon will raise. Ace 10 for Davy. It's offsuit. Might play call here. No, they go for a 3-bet, so I just never know when Davy's going to elect a 3-bet. Ace 10-0 here. On the button, they 3-bet to 6 blinds 3 times. LaQuendon's open, and they take it down pre-flop. Queen 10 for LaQuendon will raise. Give it another try. 5-4 suited for Davy folds from the cutoff. Linus with the 10-8 suited in the big. Linus plays call. 9-7-3 flop. Open-ended straight draw with the backdoor flush draw for Linus. LaQuendon, 2 overcards. Backdoor straight draws. Computer's going mad right now as Linus says, I don't quite know what to do here. Check raise? There it is, 7 blinds to go. What do we do facing a jam though? Doesn't come in. Linus gets the raise through. Blinds go up. We're recording good stuff. Ace 8-0 for Jesper. Ace 8-0 for Linus. I think Jesper rips, Linus folds, the Quentin folds. There's the jam from Jesper. If Linus just wants chips, they'll rip it in here. No, Linus says I'm gonna look for a better spot and finds the fold. 10-9 suited for Jesper. Another spot they could just rip it in and take it down pre. There's the all-in. Celowan with the queen and a 3 in the big blind. They'll find the fold. King Jack suited for ace of spades. 13.5 blinds. Might go for the min raise here. It would be cool to stick it in like I don't know, like half your stack or something. Is it one of those spots? Ace of spades says no. Certainly a min raise spot, and he takes it down pre. Couple of 8s for Linus, ace jack for LeQuentin. I don't think Linus wants to get this all in pre-flop with 23 blinds. LeQuentin doesn't either with the ace jack. Oh, ace of spades with 10-3 suited will fold. King 9 8 flop. Linus with the bottomest of sets. LeQuentin with a few backdoor straight draws. Ace high, that's no good obviously. Linus says, I'll check it on over to you. What do you got there, LeQuentin? Says not much. Checks it back. 7 on the turn. So LeQuentin looking for a 10. Only a 10. Jack of clubs instead. That's no good for LeQuentin. So there's a 1-liner to a 10. I don't think LeQuentin pays off any bets here. Linus bets 4.5 blinds. You would have expected a king to bet, eh? You would have expected queen 10. Would that have bluffed on the turn? LeQuentin is thinking this one through with the ace jack. I don't think you call, but LeQuentin might flick it in. No, LeQuentin does find the fold. Nicely done. Not much doing here. Ace of spades with 10-8. Oh, from the small 14 blinds. Do we rip it? Put the pressure on Jesper? Do we play a min raise strategy or something stupid? 2.5 blinds? Do we limp? Nah, ace of spades just rips it in and takes it down pretty. Ace 6 for Davey. We cover all these players here by quite a darn bit. Davey will open it up. Ace of spades with ace 9. Oh, we'll fold the button. 8-7 for Linus in the big. We'll fold. Ace 5 suited for Davey will raise. Jesper with the queen and a 10 will fold. Queen 4 for LeQuentin in the big, I think also hits the muck. He's got 95 blinds. 62 effective with Davey. LeQuentin still folds. Ace 7 for Davey. Another raise. Celowan in the big with a king and a 2. They'll play call. Ace 8 flop. Davy bets a blind and takes it on down. Ace jack for Jesper. 10 blinds. Do we rip it in? Do we play min raise? Davy with a couple of 8s in the big blind. Sees the all in is the slightest of favorites. Plays call. Clean flop for Davy. Clean turn. And a good river. Jesper's Gonzo Alonso in 6th place. Getting themselves $87,000. It's about 3 buy-ins with a little bit more on top of it. Not quite the finish they were looking for, but they came in hanging out around that position. So they may as well be pretty ecstatic that they made the money. And the final table. 7-5-3 flop. Celowan with a straight draw to the duck or a 6. Davy with the bottomest of pairs will bet 1.69 blinds. I think Celowan has to call here. They don't have a diamond in their holding, but they still come along to the king on the turn. Can you imagine if Davy finds another bet here? Well, we want. Davy's thinking about it. I think we check it over, though. Davy finds another bet. 7.75 blinds into 9. Surely Celowan's priced out of the pot here. What an interesting happening by Davy. Deep in the tank is Celowan. I think we're gonna fold in the end. This bet is just too strong. Ace 3 going for a huge betski. Celowan doing some math. 7.75 blind says, what is even doing this here? You just flop a straight? You just flop a set or something? Celowan says, okay, well, I got a straight draw still to a deuce or 6. Poppity boo. Celowan finds the fold and we move along. 10-6 suited for Davy. LeQuendon with a couple of 10s. Davy folds the button. Linus with a 4 and a 4. Don't rip. Uh-oh, Linus is going to do it. I don't think we've... Oh, whoa, Linus just folds 4 versus facing the LeQuendon under the gun raise. And he's still sitting out with the ace 10. Oh no, Linus, come back. Come back. Davy might go for the open, but where's Linus? Talk about eyes away from the screen. Celowan uses a little time bank. Linus is back. Davy folds the 9-8-0. Ace 10-0 for Linus in the small. 94 blinds. Whoa, did I say 94? 24. 24 blinds for Linus. 94 for LeQuendon. There we go. Linus rips it in and takes it down pretty. Queen 3 for Linus on the button. We'll just fold. Celowan in the big with a 6 and a 3. We'll see a 3 big blind raise from LeQuendon's 10-5-0. Celowan will be in position. They do land on the call option. King, Queen, 2 flop. Backdoor straight draw for Celowan. No backdoor flush draw. 2 big blind bet from LeQuendon. We'll take it down. Ace 9 for Linus. Eventually gonna find the fold. Interesting. Linus has gone into some sort of chip preservation mode that I have not seen before. It is quite cool to see. They are just tightening right up, looking to maximize their dollars, looking to maximize the opportunity to play heads up for like 120 grand. That's interesting. Trying to get to the final 3. Maybe a lot of dollars in Linus's pocket. Anyways, we get a 9-6-4 flop. Blind on blind. Celowan with the straight draw to the 7. Davey with that pair of 6s. Celowan bets small. I think Davey plays call. What an interesting little hand here. We'll see what river Celowan fires away at. Queen of hearts. So there's a one-liner? No, there's not. 7-8 makes a straight on the turn is what I'm trying to say. Yes, it does. Celowan with 10-8. I think we'd have to bet large. What size do we go? 4. Just a 2/3 pot size bet from Celowan on the river here. If Davey finds a call here, they're kind of running the show. Celowan can get one through. This is obviously a good opportunity for them, as they'll have a little bit more than Linus now. Davey does let the pair of 6s go. Nicely done by Celowan. I think there's been 2 spots now Celowan's taken using that tighter image and getting the bet through. Queen 8 for Davey will rip for about 13 blinds, and ace of spades folds queen 9. Jack 10 suited for LeQuendon will raise. You're back for more?
I'm back.
Davy Jones with the jack and a 9 will play call again. 9-7-6 flop. LeQuendon with a straight draw to the 8. Backdoor club draw 2 over cards. Only one of them is live. LeQuendon bets 3 blinds. I think Davy just plays call, trying to keep the pot small. With that topest of pairs. We don't want to run into an overpair here. 8 on the turn. There you go for LeQuendon. And Davy does have the straight draw to the 10, so they might hang in there for another bet. If it's small enough. LeQuendon might size it up. No, they say 4 blinds. I think this is going to get a call here. If Davy folds, they are a little bit of a wizard. Nah, they just call. 5 on the river. So straight on the board, so Davy, they're in some trouble. LeQuendon could go for a big bet ski, and then Davy could bluff with that jack in their holding. I don't think they will because the situation we're in. What is about a half pot size bet by LeQuendon with the nuts? Does Davy ever call here to chop the pot? That'd be interesting. No, a nice fold by Davy. I was worried about him. King Jack for Celowan will raise. Linus with a couple of 3s will fold to small. LeQuendon in the big with an 8 and a 4, the same suit. Oh, they're just going to fold pre-flop. Again, another spot where Celowan's getting a lot of respect with their raises. They could probably get away with murder from here on out. King 9 for LeQuendon will raise the small blind. Celowan with the ace and the 9 in the big. They play call, a 7-7 flop. Good news for Celowan. King 9 for LeQuendon could be good here. They go for a 1 big blind bet, hoping to clean up all their equity. We had a call.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, full house. That's a boat right there. LeQuendon, again, the king high could be good. So this is a little bit of a value bet. Protecting your hand against flush draws. As maybe Jack 10 suited calls on the flop. That's less likely now as we get a jack on the turn or on the river here. Celowan has a boat, so it doesn't really matter. LeQuendon will check. And they're just hoping for a check here. I don't think we're calling a bet if it comes in. Oh, that's small though. No, nice fold by LeQuendon. Ace 9 for Davy in the big. Celowan with a 10 and a 3 will just walk it out. king 5 for ace of spades in the big blind. Sees the raise from LaQuendon's 4s. Davey with a couple of 8s.
Will he play?
He's going to play the 8s. The king 5 is going to hit the muck. I don't think we call here. He's getting a good price, 1 blind into about 7. But it's just a shitty holding. Ace-6 2-flop. Backdoor straight draw for LaQuendon. Ace-high board. Davey's done this before where they're just like in LaQuendon's head. They know exactly what's going on here. And they're not going to let LaQuendon check this one back. They're going to set their own price. Whoa, LaQuendon raises. Davey is in trouble. Don't fold the 8s. He did not want to see this.
Why did he raise?
I think he's trying to get him to fold some of these pocket pairs. And then Davey's like, yeah, you're trying to get me to fold here. Jack on the turn. This is an interesting hand. 13 blinds in the middle. It's first in chips versus second in chips. 3 on the river. I don't think LaQuendon puts in any more bets now. They do block the straight. This would be a sneaky little value bet by Davey. Oh, it's super small. LaQuendon, I think, plays call. But again, another raise would be super cool by LaQuendon. Oh, no, they just fold. So it's just a little bit of action on the flop. Ace-3 for LaQuendon will raise. Linus in the big with a 6 and an 8 folds. Queen-9 suited for ace of spades. We'll see if they play 9.5 blinds. Do we go for the min open? I don't know if we want to do that too much. We might just be ripping it in here. Or folding. All in. We'll take it down pre-flop. LaQuendon with a queen and a jack will get the chance to steal the blinds. Jack 3 for Celowan says I'll quickly fold. 9-7-0 for Davey in the big. Linus with a couple of 10s. Ducks for LaQuendon. Interesting to see what size Linus goes for here. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. They just go 2.15. LaQuendon plays call. Davey with a connected hand might come along as well. They say nope. Ace-Jack 10 flop, pretty boring. Linus might slow play the set again. Give LaQuendon a chance to catch up. This time, Linus goes for a small bet ski and LaQuendon swiftly folds. Queen-Jack suited for LaQuendon will raise. 5-4 for Davey hits the muck. King-4 for ace of spades will also fold. They haven't had too many holdings here. So that's kind of sucked for them as they've just slowly blinded down. King-10 for Celowan. We love to see it. They'll go for the open and take it down. Celowan's in a really difficult spot sitting next to Davey as Davey can just apply a whole lot of pressure on him. Celowan's looking at about $110,000 if they just wait till there's 3 players left.
Yikes.
So yeah, it may as well just sit out, wait patiently, but
absolutely,
it's cool to see him still get active. Jack for ace of spades. 10 blinds, we'll rip it in and take it down pre. We might always make it 2 blinds. No.
Does he have any chance at this point?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah, you betcha. It's very unlikely, but it's always possible. The 2 big stacks could go to war.
Oh, true story. And they could lose a lot very quickly.
Yeah.
I understand.
So it's like there's always a chance. But typically, Davey's doing a good job of keeping the pot small, so he isn't going to get himself into trouble.
Feels like he's kind of controlling the table.
He is, yeah. He's been doing it the whole final table. It's really impressive because LaQuendon's like doing what they can, but just not like Davey.
And pretty well.
Yeah.
Really. But it's like you said, it's like he's reading his mind.
Yeah. 8-4 for ace of spades. We see this 1.25 blind call. What are we gonna do it? There it is. Yep. 5-5-3 flop. Not much doing for Davey. We're gonna go for a Betsky, I think. 1.4 blinds. Ace of spades with the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. I don't know if we can call here. I think we wanted more than just the backdoor equity. It's a super small bet, but ace of spades does just fold. A Quentin with a king 9 suited will come in for the open under the gun. Queen jack for Davey. I don't think this one 3-bets. I think he's going to play call or fold. But I'm wrong about Davey every single time. They come in for the 3-bet, putting the pressure on the Quentin, who will swiftly fold the king 9. Queen jack.
So would he be considered aggressively playing?
The queen jack, I think, was an aggressive 3-bet. Where there were some other spots where he's been just playing call, where he could have went for 3-bets, which would have been aggressive as well. So it's like just kind of he's picking his spots very interestingly.
Is it screwing up your commentary that I keep asking questions?
No.
Okay.
The more questions, fire them away.
Okay. Like, can I ask dumb questions?
Yeah.
Rookie questions.
Ask your rookie questions. Yeah, I want you to be able to understand.
We both know that I'm getting pretty darn good at when to fold. When to hold and when to fold him. I can do that. I don't still understand that whole betting thing, even though you've told me before. I think what I need to do is take notes.
The betting stuff is all math.
That's my problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
So there's some simplifications that we could go over.
Okay. Nope. Review is good.
Yeah. That would make your life easiest. LeQuendon's got the freaking nards here. Is Davy Jones? Did they go for the 3-bet pre? I should have been paying more attention as this is a large pot. It's all good. But Davy, don't bluff. But this is the 2 big stacks. Davy has a flush blocker? Miss straight draw. Nice. Davy gives it up. LeQuendon does take down a huge pot though.
Do we want to back that up and look at it? This is what we missed when we were talking.
Just an open raise. I guess LeQuendon just calls pre-flop. Keep the pot small. 10-8-2 flop. Davy with a straight draw to the 9. 2 overcards. What size do we go? They go for the big size. The board is like pretty dry. There's a whole bunch of straight draws, I guess, but no flush draw out there. 3 on the turn. So some more straight draws out there. 4-5 of clubs. 4-5 of hearts or diamonds. 12 blinds in the middle. What size does Davy go? Full pot size. That's how we get 36 blinds in the middle. LeQuendon calls with the flush draw. Makes the nuts on the river. And it goes check, check. Interesting. So like 9-7 makes a straight, 4-5 makes a straight. But I was thinking the flush is more relevant, so Davy could have went for a big bluff. But it's good timing on their part just to check it back. Queen 10 for Linus. They've been nice and snug. We'll see if they raise this one from the button. Just fold and everything. 10-3, or that's not a 10 and a 3. 10-7 for LeQuendon will raise and take it down pre. King Queen suited. Ace of spades. I think we rip it in for 8 blinds. Every once in a while, people make it like half their stack here. Ace of spades seems just to rip it in. Ace 7 for Celowan will hit the muck. 6-3 for Davy will also fold. Just a little steal there. Celowan folds Jack 4 suited on the button. Davy with 8-5 suited.
It's interesting.
8-5 for Ace of spades. Just an all in and a fold. Davy is going to get away with a lot here. Queen 5 suited, another open. King 10 for Linus in the big. Are we calling or do we just fold? What do we do, Linus? I mean, okay, so let's do some math. We're doing a good job of making money too. We got 5 players left, $121,000 locked up. So if Ace of Spades busts, Linus could make themselves about $50,000. So that's not too bad of a deal.
I take it.
The thing is, the buy-in is $25,000.
Oh, okay, so it's a big game. Anyway.
Yeah. So it's like
So really, it's like
the 2 buy-ins is almost like irrelevant. I thought Linus would have been playing more aggressively. As they make the toppest of pairs here, Davey with a straight draw to the 3 or 8.
How confident do you have to be to enter a $25,000 tournament?
They get bigger.
Like you. Wow.
Well, that's the dream. Every poker player is to play in these big ass tournaments and play with the super good players.
Oh.
The thing is,
I would have an ulcer.
yeah. The thing is, like we talked about staking and whatnot.
Right.
If I'm ever to play in these tournaments, that's how it would happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to put $25,000 on the line.
Of course not.
Because like
it's just wild that I think that there's people who are like have $25,000 to throw away for fun like that.
Yeah. And I'll go for a big bluff or something like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I did not know this existed.
Yeah, it changes your perspective of money. Because then, like, you think about, like, playing...
Yeah, it really just doesn't look like it matters at all.
Well, like, $100, it just makes you think, like, wow, that's a small amount of money now.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's like...
However, in
real life, yeah.
that
once you come
matters.
back to reality, it's like that. Yeah, that's...
But for a little while, I guess you're just not really thinking about it.
Yeah, you think about the game.
Absolutely, you have to.
You're
really...
just in it.
Did we miss a bunch of stuff again?
I don't think we missed much, but we do got a top pair versus top pair. I think LeQuendon's gonna find a way to escape danger here at some point, because Linus has been so quiet. Ace of Spades has 8 blinds. Linus shouldn't be doing this much. Whoa, okay, LeQuendon's in trouble.
What do you do?
He went for the re-raise on the turn here. He's got the toppest of pairs. There's plenty of straight draws out there. There's no flush draw. But if Linus goes all in, I think LeQuendon folds. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What do we do now, LeQuendon? I got no idea. I think we gotta fold at some point. Jack on the river. Linus makes it straight. Surely we fold LeQuendon. It's only 11 blinds into a pot that will... Oh, it's a 3 big blind bet by Linus. Linus just got the maximum value here. Beautiful play by Linus.
Linus ain't dumb.
No.
He's just been unlucky.
Yeah, just hasn't had the cards. LeQuendon, just fold, buddy.
Are you overconfident?
Just
Let's
fold.
find out.
You know this isn't the bluff. Oh boy.
Holy moly, really? So is this a strategy move? Like, let's just make him wait and wait and wait and wait and wait? Or is he actually thinking?
Right now he's doing math. He's like, okay, so...
Okay, get it, yeah.
So, well, like, he's like, what is there? So is there, like, 8-6? No.
Yeah. Like, what other combination would
Jack 8, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe Jack 8?
Yikes.
Like
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we eventually get the fold. But there's just, like, no way your pair of kings is good there. LeQuendon just says, like, oh, boy. The thing is, like, it was such a small bet.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you can put him on Jack 8...
So here's when I said, can they bring it back? Yes, they can.
Yeah. Yeah, so Linus is in a very good spot. They're in 3rd place. Mm-hmm. Not too far behind Davey. And then LeQuendon has 87 blinds still.
Well, and he did some damage there.
Yep. Yep. LeQuendon started the tournament with like 120, and then I think the next biggest was like maybe 80 blinds.
That's gotta ouch.
The thing is that those numbers go down as the tournament goes on, so it's just like He's doing okay.
And I guess you guys, you do this so much that you're up and down that honestly, like, you go, damn it.
Yeah.
And you're kind of done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would beat myself up about that for weeks to come.
At the beginning, that's how it feels. When you have a bad beat, you really feel it.
Especially if it was $25,000.
Yeah. Yeah, thankfully I haven't had the opportunity to have a bad beat in a big tournament. Just hasn't happened.
Not that it can happen, it just hasn't.
Yeah. I don't want to know the feeling. It'd be awful.
I'm cool with not knowing that.
Yeah. Queen 9 for LeQuendon. They'll raise the button. Davy Jones with the king and a 5. I want to see 3 bets from them, but I don't think it's likely. We got ace of spades with 7 blinds. Davy's just going to preserve every chip, find better spots. Ooh, king for LeQuendon. 10-9 suited for ace of spades. I think we just play call from the big. We'll just look to flop something nice here. 2 pairs, flush draw, straight draw, something like this. We got a pair and a straight draw. Backdoor flush draw. LeQuendon with the overpair. LeQuendon's all in. Quick call with 35% for ace of spades. They need a jack, a club, a 10 or a 9. They don't find it. 3 of spades on the river. LeQuendon takes that one down. Ace of spades is Gonzo Alonso. 4 players remain. Everybody's locked up about 170,000. Next ladder is going to be for a little bit more than 25k. Wait, sorry, math was wrong there. A little bit more than 50k. LeQuendon will raise up the king 7 suited. This is what we wanted to see. Davy Jones in position with a playable 8-9 suited. Oh, they're just going to fold it pre-flop. LeQuendon back over 100 blinds. Davy with the ace and the king will raise and take it down pre-flop. King 9 for Davy and the big sees a raise from the button. LeQuendon with the king and the queen of the same suit. Celowan with ace 5-0 is thinking about a 3-bet, but they are going to fold.
A 3-bet's the minimum bet?
3-bet is the 3rd bet in the hand.
Okay.
So the 1 big blind bet there.
Yeah.
That's what Davy is forced to put in.
Okay.
When LeQuendon raises.
Oh, okay, then you have to 2-bet, and then there's the 3-bet.
Yeah, it's just counting the bets.
I think I had a bit ding.
Yep.
Went on. Okay, I've got to go make pizza.
Yep. So we got a 3 of a kind versus a pair of 9s. Boppity boo. Backdoor flush draw for Davy. LeQuendon bets large. Davy probably doesn't want to have the king of hearts in their holding here. They might prefer LeQuendon to have king 10, king jack of hearts. Davy still lands on the call, king on the river, so bad news for Davy. LeQuendon makes a boat. Davy improves to the toppest of pairs. What do we do? LeQuendon rips it all in. 2x the pot. I don't think Davy calls, but that would be one hell of a play. One huge hero call. Davy does just fold. Queen 10 for Davy. 6-4 for LeQuendon. Raising from the cutoff. Taking it down pre. 4-8 suited for Davy. We'll just fold the button, excuse me. 8-3 gets a walk for LeQuendon. Jack 6 suited for Davy. We'll fold the cutoff. 4-8 for LeQuendon. We'll raise and take it down pre. No, they're going to limp it on in. Celowan with the 6 and a 5 in the big. I check it on back. 9-7-6 flop. So we got a straight draw for LeQuendon to the 5 or 10. Celowan looking for the pair of 6s to hold up. A straight draw to the 8. That 5 is a dirty card as we see a queen of spades on the turn. Turn goes bet call, queen on the river. LeQuendon bets 7.5 blinds and takes it on down. That's a nice play by LeQuendon. Ace king for Davey in the big. LeQuendon raises the button with queen 8. Every once in a while you see a call with the ace and the king pre-flop. Is this one of those spots? Davey says, no, we're going to 3-bet here and take it down pre. 3-2 for Davey. Against Linus in the big with a 5 and a 4. Limp pot. Linus checks it on back. 8-10. Oh, 8-10-7 flop. Linus with a straight draw to the 6. Backdoor club draw. Davey with 3 high. Not much doing here. 3 on the turn does give Davey the best holding. Davey bets about 2 blinds into 2.5 and we'll take it on down. King 8 for Davey. Aces for Celowan will raise. Davey's out of there. Queen 9 hits the muck. LeQuendon with a king 2 suited in the big will call. Queen 8-7 flop. No clubs for LeQuendon. No backdoor straight draw. Looks like no action for Celowan's aces as they bet 1.5 blinds and take it on down. 6-5 suited for LeQuendon. We'll rip it all in for 20 blinds. Celowan swiftly folds. King queen suited for Celowan. We'll raise 3 blinds. 9-7 for Davey. They play call. 8-5-5 flop. Interesting heart draw versus straight draw. King queen still best. Celowan checks it on over. 6.5 blinds in the middle. I don't think Davey wants to bet fold here. Do we just check it back? Davey says no, we will go for the 1.7 blind bet. King queen of hearts goes for the check raise to 4.7. And Davey didn't want to see this 3 to call into a pot that would be about 16. Ace on the turn. Pretty boring here. King queen checks it on over. Davey with the straight draw. Boppity boo. No more pizza?
Oh no, it's in the oven.
Oh, sweet.
I'm a little invested in this game now. I gotta see how it ends.
I don't think we have too much longer. As we see, Davey bet really small once again. The king queen with the flush draw does call 8 on the river. So we're chopping the pot if this goes check check. Everybody plays 8s and 5s with an ace kicker. Davey shows him the 9-7-0. Celowan with ace 5. We'll raise the button. King 6 for Linus in the big. A 3-bet would be super cool. I don't know if it's coming in. I don't think we call here. Oh, just kidding. Linus is teaching us lessons. Queen 10-8 flop. Celowan goes for a small bet ski. Linus quickly folds. King 9 suited for Davey. We'll raise the button. 7-2 for LeQuendon in the big. Is suited. Has so many chips. We'll see if they come along to the flop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, they go for the 3-bet with 7-2.
Interesting.
Everybody loves to see it. Davey with the king 9. He does have the dominating suit. We haven't seen too much 3-betting from LeQuendon. So Davy will find the fold. Very nicely done. 5-5 for Linus. 31 blinds. We'll go for the min open. 6-4 for Celowan in the big. I don't know if we defend it or just let it go. Just a quick fold. 10-8 for LeQuendon. Oh yeah. I'll raise the button. 2-3 for Davy folds. Ace-9 for Davy. Facing Linus in the big blind. I think we want to have a raising strategy. Let's see if Davy goes for the limp instead. Oh, they do go for the 3 big blind bet. Then King-5 for Linus. I want to see a 3 bet as always, but Linus is only going to do it when it's necessary. King-5-0 in this situation, they say it's not. King-7 for Davy on the button. We'll just fold. Good timing. LeQuendon with a couple of jacks. They're going to get a walk. Ooh, a couple of kings. LeQuendon getting some strong holdings, but not too much for anybody else. Celowan with Queen-7 suited. Might call and see a flop here. Uh-oh. Queen-8 4 flop. Celowan needs some help. They got the topest of pairs. LeQuendon goes for a little check here. This is deceptive. What do we do, Celowan? We check it on back. King, or sorry, that's a 4 on the turn. Five blinds in the middle, 18 behind. LeQuendon bets just under 4. Sizing up the river jam. There's a call ace on the river. That might save Celowan. I don't know if LeQuendon goes all in now. They might still go for a small bet. 3.3 blinds. Quick call from the pair of queens. And LeQuendon takes a nice pot. King-6 suited. LeQuendon raises. Davy Jones with the 6-5 in the big. Is just going to fold and preserve their chips. Jack-10 Celowan. Oh, that's LeQuendon. They'll raise. King-King for Davy. 3 bet incoming. And then LeQuendon is probably just going to fold. They do get a fair price here. 5 blinds to call. But LeQuendon is out of there. King-Jack suited for Linus in the small blind. LeQuendon in the big with a 9 and a 5. So does Linus limp? Nope, they go for the 3 big blind raise. 9-5-0 doesn't have a good reason to put the pressure on Linus, but does come along to the 9-8-7 flop. So straight draw to the 10 for Linus, 2 over cards, backdoor flush draw. Do we check call? Looks like it. LeQuendon with the topest of pairs with a straight draw to the 6. Makes their straight on the turn. Linus blocks Jack-10, which is interesting. King-High. I wonder if it's good here ever. Not likely. Nope. LeQuendon with a straight. We'll bet 3.25. About half pot. Linus with 4 outs. A 5 is the chop pot. Nice fold by Linus. Yeah, Linus has played pretty darn tight, but they've done a good job of just sitting back, making a lot of money. They still have 27 blinds. We're almost down to the final 3. So, they've done everything just wonderfully here today. Ace and a 6 for Celowan will rip Davy with an ace and an 8. Uh-oh. Celowan might need a little help here.
It's interesting how one takes control of the table for a period of time and it seems like another one does.
Yep. It's like a very momentum-based game.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. It's LeQuendon's turn. He's got a couple of 7s. Jack-10 for Celowan. Gets a call from the 7s. We got a flip here. Jack-10 or 9. or a king now. Oh, we get a 6 on the river. Are you serious, Poker Stars? Celowan's Gonzo Alonso. They get about $170,000.
Hey.
Fourth place position. It's not too bad.
Oh, darn. I was feeling sorry for him for a second there.
What's funny, whenever I tell Michaela I made a final table and she's like, how'd you do or whatever, I'm like, I got 6th place, and then I'm just like, I'm miserable. She's like, how much did you make? Just a couple $100. Like, it just means nothing. I want 1st place. I don't care about the money. So I'd imagine these guys are kind of the same. If they get 4th, they're just like, fuck. As Linus is all in with the ace and the jack, they're going to need an ace or a jack here. Uh-oh, but now there's no... king on the river, boppity boo. LeQuendon's running pretty good there. Winning a couple of flips. Now we're heads up for the title. And then about 120 grand. Whoa. Three for LeQuendon. Queen 7 for Davy. Jack 9, 6 flop. LeQuendon bets 3 blinds. And takes it on down. Ace 8 for Davy. 4 and an 8 for LeQuendon. LeQuendon raises, facing the limp. Ace 8 says, you fell into my trap, bucko plays call. Oh, we both flop a straight draw to the 6. LeQuendon bets 5 blinds. Davy finds the call. Five on the turn. Nine blind bet. Davy finds the call. Queen on the river. LeQuendon gives up the bluff. Davy wins the pot. Queen and a 10 will raise. Ace and a jack will 3-bet, maybe? 8 blinds is the 3-bet. I wonder if LeQuendon calls. They do land on it. Jack 8 flop. Top pair for Davy. Straight draw to the 9 for LeQuendon. Backdoor heart draw. Six blind bet by Davy. With the top is the pairs. And LeQuendon plays raise on the flop here. Obviously Davy's going nowhere. I wonder if we land on the call option though. Do we give LeQuendon the chance to bluff? No, we 3-bet the flop. 24 blinds. LeQuendon's in a pickle. 10 more to call. 4 outs to the 9. 3 to the queen. 10 into 65 or something like that. Holy fuck, I think LeQuendon is going to call. No, we just find the fold on the flop. 8-10 for Davy. We'll raise the button. LeQuendon with the 6 and a 3 will 3-bet. Queen 3 for LeQuendon. We'll raise the button. King 7 for Davy. We'll call Queen 5-2 flop. Queen 3. The top is the pairs. Bets 1.4 blinds. Davy with not much. We'll check and fold. King 9 for Davy. They'll raise it on up. LeQuendon with a jack and a 4 will fold. Queen 6 for LeQuendon will raise. Davy with an ace and a 9. Doopity doopity doo. Plays call. Jack 7 4 flop. 2 hearts for LeQuendon. Not too much doing for Davy. Get a 6 on the turn. Davy's picking away.
Oh.
Making a comeback.
Interesting.
LeQuendon's got plenty of...
Yeah, I was going to say.
A good hand here.
It's not what you just like... The momentum is there, you're saying.
Yeah. Jack 7 for Davy. 3 and a 2 for LeQuendon. We'll get a raise and a fold.
So does this part of the game get more exciting, or is it just... Like, to me, it's like... It's kind of easier to figure out when somebody's got a really good hand.
I would say this part of the commentary is always the hardest because this is like the weakest part of my game.
Okay.
So I'm mostly learning here, and I mostly don't know what to do.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like the 7s here, I would have just played call. LeQuendon goes for the 3-bet, and I'll take it down pre. But what I really like to watch is like the dynamics as we make it down to the final 2.
Because it gives you some information about how they play.
Yeah.
So it's easier, or not easier, but I guess it gives you some information so you can predict what they might do based on past play.
Yeah.
Do you ever know people in the tournament? Like, I've watched you a few times.
That's happened a couple times.
But there's nobody you follow.
I've played a couple of people I follow, like there's the Staples brothers. Jamie and Matthew Staples. Who else was there? There's a few other players, a few other streamers that I've played against.
Interesting.
Like All in Pav.
So do you find when you play them, you learn more from them?
Unfortunately, I've only been able to play with them for a short amount of time.
Right.
And Lex Veldhouse, another one. Anyways, just like I played with them for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then one time I remember Lex, they went for a big bluff and they were gone.
Oh. Okay.
So it was just like I didn't get to play with them. Didn't even play a hand.
Oh. Just kind of like, I was in the same room.
Yeah, it's that
kind
sort of
of thing.
feeling. Yeah, well, I always take a picture and then I'm like, send it to Michaela. It's like, look who I'm playing with.
And does she go, who's that?
No, actually,
know?
for the most part, like, yeah, it's like a streamer that she'll know or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, like she one time reached out to Jamie Staples to try to get like something for my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, it didn't work out.
He was like, no.
He's too big for us small timers.
Too big for his britches.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
LeQuendon's got a pair of 4s and he's going for the bluff here. Uh-oh, Davy with the 2 pairs. One-liner to a 5 out there. Flush. Could have been flopped. Got 3 clubs out there. Davy didn't want to see this, but I think we're going to call. Nicely done, Davy. 82 blinds for Davy. 101 still for LeQuendon. But Davy's done a damn good job of slowly picking away. Just seems like most hands they're winning. LeQuendon's a strong player too, so it's like really cool to see Davy just pick away. Queen Jack 6 flop, Davy with the flush draw. LeQuendon with 3 in a row, the backdoor flush draw, sees a small bet.
Do you still have the thing where you can see their ranking on these guys? Like, do you know who's ranked higher?
I would imagine Davy's won more money. With that being said, I think he's more a cash game player. So if like LeQuendon's won a whole bunch of tournaments, then I would be wrong about that. But I don't have like the rankings, so like I could look them up.
Would it make you call it different if you knew the rankings going in?
Well, the thing is, like, I know some of them,
right.
And like I don't necessarily refer to it. So it's like Lena was in this tournament, and I think they're ranked number 1. So it's just like they're always a fun player to watch because they're literally ranked number 1. But then I don't think it really matters, those rankings, too much. Like, I think what matters more is like winning a prestigious tournament.
Right. That's kind of where your name comes from.
Yeah.
Okay. Would this be a prestigious tournament?
It would be a pretty prestigious tournament. It's not the main event, but it's a 25K. It's WCOOP. So it's just like WCOOP is typically one of the bigger series of the year.
Okay.
But something that interesting is happening is all these final tables that I've done, they happen on PokerStars. The new biggest site is GG. So it's like I'm watching like these final tables from the second biggest site. So it's like there's even bigger final tables going on with more money.
I don't know why that sounds like it would be harder to watch. It just does. However, I'm getting over it. Like, I mean, really, you're right. You have to forget about the money and just watch the game. Yep. And it's just kind of, oh, yeah, that's it. It's a concept to get your head around, though.
Yeah. It's cool, though. But unfortunately, I haven't found a YouTuber who posts many of their final tables. So I'm just stuck with PokerStars final tables.
Oh, I see. So you're waiting for them to post the games and then you get to comment it.
Yeah.
I guess I knew that. However.
Yeah, because like I couldn't go through all the effort of editing this shit.
Yeah.
And then having to edit my commentary on top of it. It's like, fuck that. Because the Quentin's got a straight draw and they're going for the check raise on the flop. Yeah. Davy Jones with the bottom pair of deuces. Sees an 11.4 big blind bet on the turn here. The Quentin needs a jack, a 10, or an 8. Or the bet to get through, and it does. King 5, LeQuendon will raise the button. Davy with a jack and an 8. Sometimes it likes to 3-bet. Heads up, I don't know. Ace 6 flop. LeQuendon bets small. No hearts for Davy. No backdoor straight draw. They just fold on the flop. Pen 5 for Davy will raise. Queen 9 for LeQuendon will call. Flop a straight draw to the 10. Davy with the bottom pair of 5s. They're going to bet small. LeQuendon quickly calls. Ace on the turn. Davy bets, I think they'll just buy the pot. It's not an easy bet to find, though, here with the bottom pair of 5s. There's a lot of flush draws out there. Straight draws. Get another 5 on the river, so Davy makes 3 of a kind. LeQuendon could always turn their hand into a bluff blocking Queen 10. Which is interesting, but that might not happen. As they probably don't want to have the Queen of Diamonds in their hand. Just a swift fold from him. Ace 8 for LeQuendon. Queen 5 for Davy. 8-6-4 flop. Top pair for LeQuendon with the back. Oh no, he's got the flush draw. The nut flush draw. Davy, whoa, what did he fold? Queen 5? Okay, straight draw to the 7. King and a jack for Davy. LeQuendon with an ace and a 9. Get a raise and a call and a queen jack for flop. Middle pair versus ace high. LeQuendon probably isn't going to fold facing the small bet. I don't think they check raise. Just a call, 9 on the turn. Davy picks up a straight draw to the 10. LeQuendon gets a free river, 7 of clubs. LeQuendon picks his price on the river here, 2.1 blinds. I don't think Davy raises, but they're going to expect to win this a lot. They might even come in for a thin value bet. There it is. Holy moly, Davy is just on another level. And this might even be a good size for LeQuendon to call. But no, LeQuendon's a strong player, so they're going to fold. We're tied up now. So LeQuendon could still find a way to win, but holy frick, Davy. 8-4 for LeQuendon will raise the button. 8-6 for Davy calls. 9-7-4 flop. Straight completes on the turn for Davy. LeQuendon has a straight draw to the 6 or jack. You see a big bet, 4 blinds into 5.2. LeQuendon comes along to the 3 on the river with a pair of 4s. Davy will bet large. What size do we go? 19.7. Swift fold by LeQuendon. King 3 for Davy. 4 and a 10 for LeQuendon. LeQuendon folds pre. A7 will raise the button. Jack 9 could 3-bet. Might just play call as well. There's the 3-bet 11 blinds. Holy. It's a big 3-bet. Get a call from the A7, 9, 8, 5. Oh, 9, 8, 4 flop. LeQuendon with the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Davy with the toppest of pairs, 22 blinds in the middle. 8.8 is the bet. LeQuendon can't fold just yet.
Why?
He's just got a good price. With his backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw, and an overcard to the ace. Makes a pair of 7s on the turn. I don't think we're going to be too happy about that. Davy might bet something stupid small again. Now they go for the check. LeQuendon will check. No, why are we betting LeQuendon? 10 more blinds, we're never going to get back. We're going to need an ace or a 7 here. I imagine he's not betting again, so that's why he bets here. He's going to get free showdown. Jack on the river. Davy with 2 pairs. Flush completes. 1-liner to a 10. River goes check, check. Don't you dare do it, LeQuendon. Oh, he might bluff. Oh, no. And then does Davy call with the top 2 pairs? Is the show over? Oh my god, he bluffed. Does Davy fold here? It's an over bet. What do you do? How do you call with 2 pairs? The flush completes. Any 10 beats Davy. 5, 6. And Davy finds the call. Holy. What a play by Davy. The show's over. Everybody's speechless. Holy shit.
It just was like done.
Yep. And Davy is the fucking champion.
And like you call it early on. He just looked like he sat for so long and watched people fall.
Yep.
Like you said, sometimes that's what it does. You just wait until there's fewer people left because you can afford to sit there.
Yep. Yeah, and Davy fucking got the job done. Holy shit. And what a bluff by LeQuendon 2 on the river. That's a big ball play. Big balls play. Big balls.
That was fun to see.
Yep. Yeah, Davy started this bad boy off with 51 blinds. LeQuendon with 122.
Oh. That's insane.
Yeah, had a big lead. Got second place.
Did you end up putting that pizza on for that first pizza on for more time?
No.
Okay. I'll hold it.
That's okay, we're done.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Yeah. Alrighty, that's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Adios, amigos.